Oh, okay. We're going to be doing a blackjack TDD kata. So we're going to create a blackjack hand evaluator. So in the game of blackjack, each hand has a point value, and we're going to figure out how to score that. So I have created an initial uh, project that is based on Gradle. So I've done a Gradle init, and this is its basic configuration. We're going to be using JUnit 5 for our test environment, and this is Java project, of course. I have a couple terminals, both at the root. They're both at the same position at the root of the project. So basically I'm in this folder here in both these command lines. All right. So the first thing we want to do is, during this demonstration, I'll also be demonstrating how to use version control along with TDD for the purposes of an assignment. It's not how I would necessarily do it in practice. I'm going to be committing a lot more for the purposes of this assignment because we really want to be, this exercise, we want to be very cognizant of what phase we're in as we are doing our TDD to practice that, to force ourselves into it. All right, so first a little initial setup here. The initial the default files they give us are not exactly what we want. We're not going to have anything called library, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that file. And this one says library test, but that's not what it's going to be called. We should rename this. Now we're going to evaluate hands for blackjack. We know we're in the context of blackjack. I already got that in the name of the project, so I don't need to encode that here. So maybe this is hand evaluator. So we're going to make a hand evaluator. So let's call it hand evaluator test. So that's what we're testing. And of course, we should rename the class then, hand evaluator test. Oops. Same name as the file. I'll get rid of this opening comment because I don't like that, don't need it. Extra space here between my imports and my class. I like my annotations on a line before the method, so let's move that down. And sure, we'll leave that alone. This part I don't really care about either, so I'm going to get rid of that. All right, and that kind of gets us, here, I'll get rid of this, just call it test. All right, that's kind of a basic little framework. Everything should be good there. We could also make sure that we can run the test, Gradle W test info. I'll go ahead and put this in continuous mode because that's going to just keep going here for the whole program, for the whole project. Right now it should pass. It's just going to compile. There's nothing that can really go wrong at this point. Okay, so we're good. All is well. So now I want to go ahead and commit this as my first commit. That was just my basic setup. I should start a branch for this too before I add anything. So git checkout -b. So I'm on master branch. You can see right now. Here, let me show git log real quick. All I have is an initial commit right now that has the initial project in there. So you should have at least that. So now I'm going to create a branch, git checkout -b, and let's start blackjack. Oh, I guess this is hand evaluation. It's called hand evaluation. Hand evaluation. Cool. Hopefully I spelled that right. All right, okay. And now let's go ahead and add our initial setup here. So git add that, git commit -m. And this will, what is this? This is setup. Let's just call it the setup. Not a very good commit message. Not interested at this point. That's not really about TDD, so I'm just setting that up. Okay, and that ends our setup. In the next video, we will cover making a to-do list for our tests.